Irish of the Camp Kennerk podcast. Gosh, can you believe it's springtime? Flowers, the grass is growing, the birds are coming out. Man, we're going to have so much fun here in the next couple of weeks at Camp Kennerk because springtime brings Easter. And what's Easter bring? Easter egg hunts, the Easter bunny. Oh man, we're going to have so much fun here at Camp Kennerk. I wish you all could join us. So maybe we'll do a little video to let you see how things really run around here. But another thing I wanted to share with you with the Easter right around the corner is a very famous picture called The Last Supper. And it was painted as a mural from Leonardo da Vinci back in 1848. And it's very famous because it shows Jesus and his 12 apostles at a big, long table, breaking bread and talking. So the reason why I bring this up is that in our house growing up, we had that picture in our dining room, and it was there for as long as I can remember. So our dining room table was something very similar to what they had at the Last Supper. It was long, 10, 12 people there all the time. So it was a lot of chaos. But this one day, my brother John, he raises his hand. He raises his hand. And my father goes, "What is it, John?" And he points to the picture of the Last Supper. And he says, "Now, Dad, remind me, what family reunion was that picture taken?" So, everybody has their own interpretation, but it was a fun time there. Now, I do want to share something with you. I got a letter from Sean there at Tipperary Springs. He wants to give us a little update about what's been going on there in St. Patrick's Day. So let me share this with you. Thomas, me boy. Sure, now St. Patrick's Day is a sacred day here in Ireland. So it is. But the rest of the world, Faith and Begorra, what do they make of it? Green beer flowing, rivers dyed of that color of the shamrocks. Parades marching on, Guinness poured till dawn, and then a drop more for luck. 'Tis tatties and onions, corned beef and soda bread at every table, and not a soul's going to go hungry, thanks be. Colleen herself is set for the eighth child arriving on St. Patty's Day. But, well, it wasn't to be. But we'll wait and see when the good Lord has planned. Write a note when you have you, can you, lad? Your cousin Sean. Well, it's always a pleasure to hear from Sean. He's owned the pub there in Tipperary Springs. There's been several generations in his blood. So he has an outlook that he brings to us that's very refreshing. And it is true that in Ireland they do celebrate it as a holy day of obligation. But fortunately, the obligation is like the Americans. They do go out and have their cornbread, soda bread, potatoes, and cabbage, and everything else. So it's a grand day, but it's behind us now. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk with you about was a video. Our mountain man, Steve. Man, he's been doing a great job. So I want to show you something here he sent us, and take a look at this. You're going to learn something a lot.
Here we are in Lander, Wyoming, looking downtown. This is Mountain Man Steve, recording for TK Irish and Camp Kennerk. And downtown, it's such a vibrant young town. Now the young town was established in 1884. And on the left side you see our Farina local mill, Chex Mix, that's a National Registry. And it's no longer working, but it's a quite iconic feature here. And originally this town was just a sleepy cow town. Then in 1960 they discovered iron ore up 35 miles from here, and U.S. Steel opened up a iron ore mine and employed 350 to 400 people, and it created quite a boom here. But the problem was in 1982 it closed down. And then in the same decade, in the 80s, in the state of Wyoming, uranium gave out, oil, gas, everything collapsed. Thousands of workers just from Fremont County here by Lander were unemployed. And well, I'm telling you this because led up to The economy was so bad here, they raided a house of ill repute and found two virgins in it. But the local people band together, started a company called Leader Corp, which threw money together to help develop businesses inside the community. And one of them was, and very successful, called Eagle Bronze. They cast bronze figures. I'm going to go over here and show you. The first one he did here was called Dust of the Fur Trade. There we go. This was, they loaned Eagle Bronze money, and in turn they sold them this in lieu of payment, this bronze, and then they donated to the city. Now this was the start of the many bronzes.
Wow. Wasn't that cool? I tell you, old mountain man Steve has a way to do it up there in the mountains. I guess it's that lack of oxygen. There's 5,000 feet above the sea level, and you just never know what that does to you, especially this time of year. So, Doug, the neighbor, what's been going on, my man? I've been trying to catch up with you, but you've been on the run.
TK, so good to see you again. And yes, I have been on the run because the Possum Trot Studios is moving. So if it looks a little empty back here, it's because I'm packing up and moving. And hopefully, I will not disrupt our schedule for our podcasts on Wednesday night and sports on Sunday mornings. So, yes, life is good here. And I wanted to share something with you to wrap up St. Patrick's Day. I was at the post office, and I was chatting with a very nice lady there, and I asked if she was Irish. And guess what? She showed me how Irish she was, and maybe we can see this picture.
Yeah, that's pretty authentic right there. When you put it in there like that, you're dedicated. You're dedicated to the cause, as we would say. So I love it. People, that's a great thing about Irish culture is they have great pride, and they have great pride in showing it and be the first one to tell you. They're not going to be shy about it.
And she was very outgoing, and she said that she had hiked up the west coast of Ireland years ago. And I thought, oh, I'd love to interview you. So I got her name, and so maybe she can be a happy camper interview.
Well, we always like that because they bring a new perspective of everything, and who knows what they're going to tell us. We might learn something new, Douglas, but then on the other hand, that's not so difficult.
And on that note, might I bring up the TK timeline of history? Okay. All right.
Okay.
You ready? Da
Yeah.
Vinci's Last Supper was painted between 1495 and 1498,
Good.
not 1800s.
That's what I said. I said 1800.
Yes.
Oh, Douglas, you misheard me. I guess
It's
that
my
Alexa.
fault. I know it's my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't take responsibility for anything, but
Or
that's a
the
good
old
catch. And you are right because I misread my notes. So,
and never ruin a good story with details, Doug.
oh gosh, Douglas, that's the rule of thumb here at the Camp Kennerk podcast.
Right, right. But when I heard it, I go, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Well, see, I'm just checking everybody out in the galaxy because I was waiting for them to come back and correct me so we could create a dialogue saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it."
Yeah. Now, continuing on here, I have a picture of, a plate of food because we have an item that we do every now and then called Look What Perry Cooked Up. My neighbor is a chef, and so here's a picture of what he cooked up for me for St. Patrick's Day, and it is cod. He went up to Alaska last summer, and he had a box of cod come down frozen, and he cooked up. And let's see, and it's a little bit of salad.
Man, that looks great. You
It
know,
was really, really good. Yeah,
if I
yeah, it really.
remember correctly, cod is what they use to make the famous fish and chips
Yes,
over
yes, and it was
the
really,
shops.
really good. Yes, yes. Uh, now we have a couple of items here that I would like to cover here. Um, the first thing is that during St. Patrick's Day, my neighbors went up to Yellowstone. John,
Wow.
John and Julie went up to Yellowstone, and we have a short video of them running with the buffaloes. Take a look at this.
Oh, hi, Doug the neighbor. John Costa here, sharing the road in Yellowstone Park with the bison.
That's so cool. I've obviously spent a lot of time up in Yellowstone, and I did get to ride the snowmobiles like that, but the buffaloes weren't as energetic the day I was there, so we didn't see any. But that's a bucket list kind of deal that you get out there and you ride
Yeah,
those snowmobiles in the mountains. It's
yeah.
just spectacular.
And they look cute on the photos and in videos, but when you get next to them, they are huge.
Yes, they are. And
And they
every
got
year.
and they got attitude.
Yes, yes, they do. Every year, you come about May, people are out there at Yellowstone and they want to go pet a buffalo. Well, you don't pet buffaloes, but there's people, I mean, you see them getting gored, thrown up in the air, and, you
Yeah.
know, no, they just don't learn. I mean, come on, guys, stay in your car.
Yes. Okay. Well, on that note, I should add that to my. This is the time for Doug the Neighbor free advice for $1 for and you get the Camp Kennerk podcast, but I do this thing called Camp Free Advice for $1, and I have some advice to give today. All right. Are you
All
ready?
right.
And
Yeah.
you get the Camp Kennerk discount. Okay. And this is a little bit more serious than I usually am, but it's one of my first ones that I've ever posted because you really need something to do.
Yeah,
You
you gotta
need,
stay busy. Idle
yeah,
hands are the work of the devil.
yep, yep. And you need someone to love, someone to share your work with and to love with. Yeah. And
Yeah.
also you need a dream.
Yeah.
Okay. And what you just stated, I should actually add, don't pet the buffaloes.
Yes, yes. No, stay within your realm of reality.
So, Doug the Neighbor, free advice for $1. You get the Camp Kennerk podcast discount. Something to do, someone to love, and a dream.
That's very good. That's very, very astute and positive, and
Very
you
positive.
know, you
Yeah,
just gotta make it. You just gotta remember, don't make things complicated. It's not necessarily to be difficult. It's easy. Just
right.
take your time, think about
Absolutely true. Now, I have something that's kind of interesting because we were busy with St. Patrick's Day, so this is a little bit of a catch-up video, house
it.
cleaning, we like to call it sometimes. I'm moving, so I'm moving everything and I'm finding out how much dust is in my house.
Hmm.
I thought I had a clean house, so I'm definitely doing house cleaning. So our pal Allie, who works for the post office, she contributes once a week her steps. How
Yeah.
far does the mailman walk?
Yes.
One day. And so I asked her about how many steps she did today. And she said, I did 50 miles last week.
Well, now, and she is not on the road. She works inside the postal building,
No,
correct?
she got promoted to outside. I was
Oh,
told that she was in the inside,
okay.
and then she wanted to go outside. And
Rain,
she,
sleet, or snow.
Yes, just like my dad, he did it. And so they get 2 days off, and it's always like a Sunday and an odd day. It's never together.
Uh-huh.
And so 50 divided by 7 is about eight miles a day.
Well, she has no problem with her cardiovascular system, I'm sure. Her,
Yeah. And her knees and her
her
ankles.
knees, her back, you know.
There comes the brace. Oh, you got yourself a Dr. Pepper there? Okay, I got mine right here
I
too.
got it right here, buddy.
Yeah, that's good. I got a little extra over here in this jug. Mm-mm-mm. Great product from Waco, Texas. So now here's something that's interesting. Last month we had some poetry from Jane the Canuck.
Yes, I
Okay.
remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, she has decided that she's going to send in some more. And
Okay.
this is pretty astute. She's up there in northern Canada and she sends this stuff in. So here is her poem for the month of March.
Okay.
We've sun. We have sun. We've sun. Please go. Mr. Sun. No, wait a minute. I can't even read my own writing. I'm going to start over.
That sounds like your laundry list you're reading, not a poem, Douglas.
Well, it was, if I had read it correctly, it'd be very good, but I stumble-tongued. I have
All right.
stumbled.
Well, let's just start over. Didn't you deep out there in the galaxy? You didn't hear anything.
Do over.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay. We've snow. Please go. Mr. Sun, bring fun.
Very good. It tells you
Now,
exactly what.
in Japan, it's called haiku, and you have to have 17 words and it has to have so many beats. So this is Canadian Canuck poetry. Basically, it's 8 words, and she tells a beautiful story. We've snow, please go. Mr. Sun, bring fun.
Yeah. That's, and after all that snow up there, as much as they have, that sunshine feels awful good to
So it's a heartfelt poem.
them. Yes. That's right. Well, tell her I love it. And well, she's out there looking with everyone else in the galaxy. But so thank you so much. Looking forward to your next one.
Absolutely true. Now, to wrap up a little bit here, we have completed 70 podcasts.
Yes. Hard to believe.
Hard to believe it.
I didn't even know we counted that high, Douglas.
I know. Kevin, the magnificent computer dude, has told us it's 70. Okay, good. All right,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
All right. So this is number 71. Okay. In honor of number 70, I sang a song, created a music video, and I would like to share it. And I will share it with you, and it will go on to all of our social media platforms. And here it is. Here's Doug the Neighbor's song to you. Hi, I'm Doug the Neighbor with free advice for $1. And I'd like to let you know that Camp Kennerk Podcast just posted our 70th podcast with TK Irish and Doug the Neighbor. And we're celebrating with some Cracker Box caramel pop popcorn from Lander, Wyoming. This is some really, really good stuff. And if you tell Maxie up there in Lander, Wyoming at Cracker Box Caramel Pop Popcorn that you know Doug the Neighbor, you're his neighbor, see if you don't get a smile. And I would like to create a little song for Maxie because of her great product and the 70th podcast for Camp Kennerk Podcast on YouTube and on Facebook and on Spotify and X. Me. I'll party if I want to. I'll party if I want to because I can pop with Cracker Box Caramel Pop Popcorn. You like that? I'm Doug the neighbor.
Douglas, I tell you, you got away with words and you got that beat going on, so it's very fun. That's what we like around here, you know. And right,
Yes,
we're just and I just want to thank everybody out there in the galaxy for sticking with us for 70, and we'll have more to come. So
more
don't
to.
don't set in your laurels thinking that we're not going to be back because we will be back. I
We
guarantee you
will be back. We're like a ghost. We'll come back.
that.
Arnold Palmer will be back, or Arnold Schwarzenegger will be back. TK, that's all I got. Play ball.
Aaron Go Brawl.